Larry Steinhaus, and welcome to today's Money Chat Now interview. In this portion of the show, I take the opportunity to interview interesting people and introduce you to their products, their services, or just their good intentions. Hey, if you'd like to be a guest on my show, you can go to thelarrysteinhausshow.com/guest. That's thelarrysteinhausshow.com/guest. Let us know why you want to be interviewed, and I'll see if I can make that happen. Let me tell you a little bit about today's guest. So my guest is a producer, a community cultivator, an advisor, and she has interfaced with businesses from paper napkin startups to Fortune 500 companies. She believes that business is often personal, so she takes the personal touch when guiding her clients through tough situations. Let me introduce you to my guest, Allyn Reid. Allyn, what is going on?
Hi, thank you for having me.
You are so
Good
welcome.
to be here.
I'm so excited to have you too. First of all, we could just start off with that smile. What did you pay to get that smile?
You'd have to ask my mom.
Oh, okay.
She paid.
Because that's fabulous. All right, so I introduced you as a community cultivator. I don't even know what that means. Tell me what that means.
Well, I have a propensity for gathering people for content and community. And that's one of the main projects I created was called Secret Knock.
Oh, sure. I've actually been there quite a few times. And I know, and I think you probably know the guy who runs it, right?
Yeah. Yes, Colt's father. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't you guys have a child together?
We do. This is our second child together, the child and the business child, the community child.
There you go. I love it. Fantastic. I was going to actually talk to you about Colt Reid because Colt is like one of the most remarkable. Wait, how old is he now? 10?
He's 10.
He's 10. He's got to be one of the most remarkable, young adults I've ever met in my life. I wouldn't even call him a young adult. He's a child. And the kid is just so amazing. But I was talking about you, and you went into Secret Knock, and I went off through a tangent. So I'm going to bring you back to where you were, and you're talking about Secret Knock as being a community cultivator. So you created Secret Knock, correct?
Yeah.
So since I'm the only one so far on the show that knows what we were just talking about, why don't you explain to everybody what Secret Knock is?
So it actually started out as me observing that entrepreneurs are often alone. They may not be lonely because they're surrounded by staff and crew and vendors and customers, but they are alone in the journey.
Sure.
And as I observed that traveling across the country and across the globe, I thought, why don't we bring these like-minded people together? It doesn't matter their industry, it doesn't matter their walk of life, but what I found in common was they are working in silos. And the entrepreneur mind and the entrepreneur spirit is so unique that it's really like a, AA, the support group.
Sure. That's actually funny when you say that. I agree with you because, all the time. First of all, silo. If you actually look at the background, I know you can't see the background from where you are. You can't see what I'm looking at. But my background looks like a silo. I'm actually in the basement of the silo doing this interview right now. I come here every day at 3:30 in the morning to come into the silo. Now I'm going to go home and cry because you got me so upset, Allyn.
But you wouldn't have it any other way. You wouldn't walk into like a bunch of, a place that had a cubicle just with your name on. You wouldn't want that,
That's true. You're absolutely right. I've done that before, and I couldn't stand it. It was terrible. Every time I worked for somebody, I'd be in my cubicle, and I'd be looking for something else to do, something else to occupy my mind. I could not stand it. Now I come to the office every day, and I have 15 computers, and I don't even move the computer around. I just sit at desk to desk to desk, and I log into that computer. Because I'm the only employee, so I got to sit at the desk that I'm the CEO at. I have to sit at the desk that I'm the interview at, which is the desk I'm sitting at now. Then I have to sit at the other desk when I'm the receptionist, when I'm answering the phone. Then I have to sit at the other desk when I'm the CFO. You should see the desk I sit at when I change the toilet paper.
Well, I tell you, the entrepreneur mind is the original neurodivergent mind.
So all right. So you and Greg created Secret Knock together, or you created it by yourself and he took it over. How did that all work? Because I'm curious.
It was
Okay,
simultaneous.
great. So you guys, so again, so people who don't know, your former husband, Greg, you guys created Secret Knock together, and I go to Secret Knock all the time. I see you there all the time. First of all, I have to commend both of you. I I have never seen a divorced couple work so well together. So that's actually very impressive for both of you guys. I think that's impressive. And also, we talked about Cult before. How you guys are bringing Cult up is also extremely impressive. I'm impressed by. I mean, it just amazes me. You guys should be a beacon for people, for divorcing people with children. But that's just something I want to say on the side. But so let's get back to Secret Knock, and so you created. And when did Secret Knock start?
I'm gonna say 2008 or 10,
2008.
9.
That's a long time.
It was like a
Wow.
recession. It was a recession, I
Yeah.
remember.
Okay.
Nobody was going to events, no matter who you said it was going to be. You could drop pricing, you could book a whole state, no one would go. But I was young and arrogant.
Wait, you're an
I
entrepreneur.
thought,
All entrepreneurs are young and arrogant until they die.
yeah, yeah. And I came from my first event or community I created was in high school. So I just have a knack for it. I'm like, I know how to do this. I know how to gather people. If I could find something everyone has in common, I can figure out a way to gather.
That's awesome.
So that was it. I was a new, young, arrogant people all thought like, that's crazy. That price doesn't work. No one's going to events. We're in a recession. We're in a depression. We're in some sort of recession. And I was like, oh, well, I'm just going to try it. And here we are today,
So
still
now you
going.
have. I mean, now this thing sells out 3 or 4 months in advance. That I know, because there are times
Yeah.
where I'm getting phone calls. Hey, you better get your ticket. You better get your ticket before it's too late. And now I didn't go the last 2 sessions, and I was very upset, especially the last one. And I could tell you
That's
why.
just great.
I heard it was
What?
really good. I'm gonna tell you why I didn't go. You're gonna laugh, but I would not get on an airplane wearing a mask, and that's why I didn't go.
I didn't think you had to wear one this
Well,
session. Did you?
It's funny you say that, but because they literally got rid of the mask mandate a week before Secret Knock, and it was too late for me to go at that point. So I was so furious that all I had to do was book it, and I would have been able to do it. I would have been fine, but I didn't book it, so I missed it. So I will absolutely be at the next one. By the way, I mean, I know we're talking a lot about Secret Knock, and we're going to go to some other place soon. Can people still sign up for this coming? I think it's in March, right?
Yeah, you still have time. I
Okay.
mean, I would say by the time fall hits, it's gonna get
Yeah.
really narrow.
Yeah.
People to come, but we've
You,
got time.
you want to give people a website real quick if they want to sign up for it?
Yeah, it's secretknock.co.
Right, that's co, not .com, it's .co. Okay, good. So secretknock.co. That's awesome. All right. So now tell me a little bit more. So what are you doing besides Secret Knock? Are you coaching business owners? Is that what you're doing?
I am. I'm solving problems money cannot fix.
Wow.
I
I didn't know there was
That's
such a
what I'm
problem that
about.
money can't fix.
There's a lot of them.
So enlighten me. No, I actually have an idea what you're talking about, but I'd like to know, like, what's your favorite problem to solve that money can't fix?
It's the one that people have a hard time articulating. It's a sense of dissatisfaction, like something's missing, the scanning, but not knowing what you're scanning for. You have everything you want. You
Right.
can get anything you want,
Sure.
but there's still that feeling of there's something else and it can't quite put your finger to it.
So it's funny,
So
I
that's my
struggle with
favorite.
what I want. So that may be the same thing you're talking about. I don't know what I want. I mean, I'm doing all
Yeah.
the things that every time I say I'm going to do something, I do it. And that's fantastic. That's actually the mind of the entrepreneur. That's also, the what's the Think and Grow Rich. I mean, it's all of that. The secret, it's all of that. Once you realize, and anybody watching out there, if you want anything, you can have it. I mean, you absolutely just pick something that you want and you can have it. But don't just go, well, I'd like to be an astronaut. That's not the same thing. It's got to be like, you want it and you want it bad. I wanted a talk show. I have a talk show, right? So, and I do a show every single morning because I wanted it. So that's when you want it. But so I struggle with, what the heck do I want next? Is that something that you talk about when you're helping entrepreneurs?
Yeah. The
Oh,
what
good. Give me your
next
phone number. I'm
question.
calling now.
Yeah, because I've been there.
Sure.
And same thing. The thing with entrepreneur's journey, the maturity of it is that you know it's a matter of wanting something and you can have it. It's mastery. So what is the next? There isn't, right? Until you sort out that the thing you're missing is an operating system you don't have access to. So right now we're all working with the brain operating system. We all try to reach our raw potential, our full optimal potential through our minds. Well,
Yeah,
all
well,
that is mind.
but full optimal potential is the silliest statement ever. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm going to argue with you. I don't know
I
if you
get
agree
it.
with me. Right. I mean, what is the full optimal potential? It's whatever you want it to be. So if you're saying that that's what it is, that's what it is. If you're saying it's not what it is, it's not what it is.
Yeah, I agree. And so I've stumbled on this thing called the soul operating system. And until that's engaged, you don't have a compass, because what you are is you're over all the intellectual desires. You're over it because you know you can have it. All you have to do is want it.
All right, so let's go there. Okay, so I want. I mean, again, I just want to use an example. Let's say I want a Lamborghini, and I really don't. But let's say I want a Lamborghini, right? And of course, I know if I want a Lamborghini, I'm just gonna go buy one. It's just it's just the way it is. I'll figure out how I'm gonna pay for it after I get it. But now you're talking about your soul operating system, and we're talking about soul, SOUL operating system, right? So what the heck does that even mean?
It is literally a part of our existence that we've never taught about, never been taught it. And it should have been a class in kindergarten, how to be a human.
How to be human. I've been accused several times of being a compassionate asshole. So I'm wondering if that means that I'm not human.
No, it doesn't mean that. It means that you've got both. No. I highly encourage, especially in men, like in my son, he gets upset with himself that he's an asshole. And he tries and stomp out that part of his identity.
Interesting.
And I'm like, no. You accept that part of your identity because you're going to need that in life. You have to integrate it. You have to know when it's appropriate to use it and to the degree you need to use it to. And that's what life and parenting will show you until you can manage that yourself. So, compassionate asshole, I think if you're able to pull that off, there's a happy medium where you've reached. So, but back to operating system, the soul as an existence, we were all souls first before we inhabited this physical body.
Okay.
And most people don't even venture into this idea because everyone gets stuck at like, do we have one and do we not?
But whether we have a soul or not, right? So the soul the soul is identified has different meanings for different people. Some of those people will be religious. Other people would say that the soul is just whether you're a nice person or not. So I find that the identification of the word soul very difficult. But I'll tell you what, we're going to take a break.
It is difficult.
Hold on one second. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, I want to ask you what your definition of the soul is, because I think that's really important. So hold on one second, Allyn. We'll be right back. Hi, I'm Larry Steinhaus, and one of the most misunderstood things in America is money. That's why I've written this book. It's called Money Hacks, because everything you think you know about money is wrong. And I'm telling you, everything you think you know about money is wrong. When you read this book, you will learn things about money that you did not know. You will even learn if money can buy you happiness. I have a full chapter dedicated to that. You're going to definitely want to read that. I talk about how to use other people's money to buy real estate. I talk about how to save more money, and I even talk about how to rebuild your credit score in this book. There are 22 amazing chapters in this book. This book is now available everywhere. It's available on Amazon. It's available on barnesandnoble.com. And you can order this book right now, and you'll have it in 2 days, and you'll start learning things about money that you never knew before. So order the book right now. Go to Amazon, go to barnesandnoble.com, and order the book, Money Hacks by Larry Steinhaus.
So just like water has several forms, solid, liquid, gas, soul is the ether version of us. The body is our physical version of us, the solid version of us, okay? So that is it. It's
so
somebody call
that angels. Is that reference the same?
No. Nope.
Okay.
Not angels, not masters, not any of that. It is individuated to you.
Interesting. So your
Yeah.
soul would then be your identification? Would that make sense? Of who you are? Maybe your fingerprint of your, I don't know,
Yeah.
your
It's as
brain,
unique as you.
okay. Yeah.
It's as unique as your fingerprint.
Okay. So now, so now you say soul operating system, right? So I don't really
Yeah.
know what my physical operating system is. I do know that if I raise my hand, it goes up. If I raise this hand, it goes up. But I don't know. I don't even know the actual complete capabilities of my hands. I know that I've been able to lift weights. I've been able to lift things up, and every once in a while I get a pain and I stop. But how do I operate my soul? If I wanted to say, okay, I want to do something with it now, like raise my hand. I don't even know what a good example of my soul is because I don't fully understand it. But what would I do? What are some of the things, exercises you can do? Or how do I know
Here's
it
a
even
quick one.
works?
Here's a quick one. The quick one is this. So there's the you observing and listening to me, right? Between your ears, sound is coming out. All the listeners, there's sound coming out, and you're listening to it with your brain.
Mm-hmm.
Now, while that is going on, another part of your brain is also processing all the background information, your environment, the lights going off, the alarm going off, the air, the breeze, the wind. Another layer in your subconscious, because it's not subconscious, but another layer in your subconscious is processing whether you're safe, you're healthy, you're about to be in pain, and it's always ready. And there's another layer of you that's actually, they say you have all the, like 40,000 thoughts a minute or whatever. Most of those you don't hear. Okay, that's all going on. And yet under all of that is the you watching all of those layers operate.
So you said the word subconscious, and that's what comes to mind when you say that. So
it's not your subconscious.
It's what?
It's not your subconscious. Your subconscious is part of your brain.
I got it. So now I've got something overseeing even the subconscious then.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Exactly.
It's an interesting description. I like it. So how do I raise my hand, as I used the example before? What's an example that I could use to, not raise my hand, but you know what I mean? Something like that I could actually even access it right now. And I don't know, and do whatever I want.
Let's work with hands. Put your hands together.
Okay.
Like this. Rub them.
Okay.
Rub them. Okay. Put them like a millimeter apart.
All right.
What are you feeling in your fingers?
It's like tingling heat.
Okay. Now feel between them.
Oh, between them. It's more tingling.
Yeah. Feel. Okay. Now feel between your hands, that gap.
It's weird. You're right. There's like something there, but I can't quite place it. It's kind of interesting. There is something there.
They're not connected. They're not touching.
They're not. No, they're not. But you're right. It does feel like there's something there. So what did I just do?
Oh, you keep going. Let's keep going.
Oh, come on.
Widen it a little at a time. Widen it a little bit at a time.
Okay.
Well, and still feel that gap in between.
Yeah, it actually gets colder and gets less pressure.
Okay. Keep going. Just
Right.
observe. This is great. You're observing exactly what you feel, giving words to it.
Okay.
And then has it gone cold for you? Because
It's gone very cold.
I feel like.
Yeah.
Okay, so bring it back a little bit so you have that feeling again.
Oh, it's interesting. It actually feels like I'm squishing a marshmallow. I mean, for real. It actually feels like that's pretty wild.
I'm mirroring you now. I'm feeling what you're feeling. That's why I'm doing it with you.
Okay.
So I can feel where you're at. So now from each hand, run that current down to your arm.
Okay, so what I do, I just imagine that's happening. It actually is all of a sudden.
Just allow it.
Yeah,
you don't have to imagine.
Yeah,
you just allow it.
It's exactly so. But it would almost seem like you suggested it, and as soon as you suggested it, it started to happen. Now, it did happen more in my left side than my right side. It seems like
That's
my left
okay.
side. Yeah, my left side is definitely. I can actually feel it going all the way down to almost the crease in my elbow on this side, and the other side is barely anything past my wrist.
That's okay, because that tells me, or that is actually the orientation of your system. So what you're going to do now is you're going to route that all the way to your arm.
All right.
and
Okay.
then across your heart. No, you don't have to
I can.
move it. Just
Oh, okay.
watch me.
Okay. Good. Because I was gonna say I can't move my hands too much
Wrap,
because they go out of frame.
yeah, wrap through your heart and then through this other arm and make a full circle and keep
Um.
running in that.
All right. I don't think I can do that. I don't think it's happening. Well,
Okay,
no, wait,
it
wait,
just
hold
takes
on.
time.
No, hold on. No, wait, hold on. It's starting to move up my arm. Yeah, interesting.
Breathe.
All
Yeah,
right, you're freaking me out, so I got to stop.
that's okay. You only do what your nervous system allows you to do.
There you go. That's actually freaking me out. You know,
Uh-huh.
now it's going to make me think about all the other things that I don't think about.
Well, it's something where this is the thing with the soul and its soul and your capacities. It was always there. We just never been made aware to bring attention to it.
Okay, so now hold on. All right, now I get it. You know, you just said, but basically, all it was a really cool little experiment that didn't. That what did it do? So what did it do for me? You say if you're saying that I accessed my soul, what did I access my soul to do?
So as you develop that, you're gonna have a sensation for your absolute yeses in life versus what you want in life, what you think you want in life.
Okay.
You're gonna have stuff that you say yes to every day, but is actually a no, and you don't even know it until things are going wrong and it really actually wasn't meant for you.
Yeah, I've been there,
Okay,
but I
so
think we've all
this
been there. I mean, look, you got you're divorced. Come on now.
yeah, this allows you instant information download from your
Gotcha.
own self.
Very cool. All right. So we got about 4 minutes left. All right. So
Okay.
what else would you like to tell us about that would really? I'm sure the by now the audience is either tuned out, said you're completely woo woo, or they said Larry, that is completely cool. I don't know which. I don't care. But whoever's still listening, what would you like to tell them?
The future is woo. There's some crazy ish going on out there. And you cannot fight the system from within the system. You must get out of it,
Wait, what does that
period.
mean?
And that means that unless you break the cycle of only being in your mind and only thinking you only exist in your head and in your body, and that's all there is, you're actually going to keep being in the system, whether you like it or not.
So what system am I in, or what system are other people in? Because I don't know which system I'm in.
The system that is about constructs that says you must do this because we said so, and
Oh,
that there are no
I
other
don't fit
choices.
there at all. You know that.
Oh, I know that. There are people who don't. And
I question
people butt up
everything.
against.
That's why I'm questioning you.
Yeah, you absolutely must. That's how I come to this knowledge is I question everything. Even the stuff I tell you. Consciousness changes every day. So you have to question everything every day.
All right. So what are some of the things that you question every day?
I question every day, like, is this all there is about the soul knowledge? What is the operating system? What is the link between the operating system and the nervous system? What is the link between the operating system and creation and God? Is there one?
All right. I have a question for you. Are you happy?
Extremely.
Extremely. See, now I find that interesting because I mean, you clearly look happy and you clearly speak happy. But I go through, just like everybody else, I go through days I'm like super on fire. I'm so excited, and other days like I hate this thing. So is that something that is normal, or is that something that you can control with this soul operating system?
Okay. Everyone is in this game of controlling their emotion instead of using their emotion for information. That's it. That's why I shift towards operating system. I manage the entire thing differently than control or positive, negative, good, bad, black and white. It's looking at your reality that you live in every day from a completely fresh set of lens.
Huh. I don't
So
know.
I don't
Go ahead.
control emotion. I know emotions are temporary. I rarely have I hate this because I'm doing what I want every single day, every single moment. Even the things that people are like, but you're not good at that. I'm like, yes, I'm not. And it's okay. No, I got no boss telling me that I must do it in a certain time. And so if I'm crappy at it, I'm gonna take as long as I can to get good at it. I don't care.
So I started out this whole thing with saying that you and Greg and Colt are like the most amazing family that's divorced. And then when I
Yeah.
listened to you, I'm like, well, I wonder if this is why. And it could very well be. It could very well be that because you can handle that so well that that's what happened. Now, I'm going to tell you something else that I wish we had 4 hours because I could talk to you for another 4 hours about this because it's really
Okay.
interesting. But real quick, how can people get a hold of you and learn more about you if they want to learn more about this?
It is at woomanity.com.
Spell that.
WOO.
You actually
Yeah.
put woo in your woo woo in
Yes.
your, okay, so woomanity.com, okay, and they'll be able to find your contact information and be able to
All of it.
meet with you,
Yeah.
talk to you, find out more about this. That is
Yes.
awesome. Allyn, you are so awesome. I so thank you so much. You brightened my day, and I'm not even sure how. Well, the smile started with the smile started anyway. But I do know, but some of the things you said, like, it's actually amazing to me. And I'm gonna walk around going, "Hello, soul. I know you're there somewhere." And now it's gonna make me think about that all day long. So thanks a lot.
Well, if you can listen to your soul, you can listen to the soul of your business.
The soul of my business, I will be listening to. All right, I appreciate you, and thank you so much.
All right.
All right, and I want to thank
right.
everyone else. You got it. I'll talk to you soon. I want to thank all of you
Thank you.
again for watching the show. My name is Larry Steinhaus. I am the host of Money Chat Now. Money Chat Now, of course, is live every morning at 7:30 a.m. And you can find us on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and YouTube. And if you'd like to be a guest on the show, you can go to thelarrysteinhausshow.com/guest. Let us know why you want to be interviewed. And by the way, we're also on Spotify. So if you want to go to Spotify, you can look up The Larry Steinhaus Show or Money Chat Now, and you'll see different shows there. We hope you enjoyed today's interview with Allyn Reid. I know I did. And we hope you'll tune in again. And of course, make it a profitable day.